Passiert überhaupt nichts.
We see on the signs behind you Beemster cheese and Ben & Jerry's. Could you explain how these two have come together?
Well, Ben & Jerry's have had a so-called caring dairy program ever since they started. They're kind of people who wanted to make sure that everybody in society profited from their activities. And caring dairy is the outlet to the suppliers of the milk, which are the farmers. And caring dairy is a program that has 11 pillars and it's concentrated on sustainability.
Do you think that the cheese or the ice cream in the case of Ben & Jerry's tastes better because of all of this?
Well, it's a naturally thing. Yes, it is. We started this Cow into the Meadow program in 2001. And all along when we worked with this, more scientific evidence came out that the omega-3 and omega-6, omega-7 acids are more present in fresh grass in the meadow than it is in other fodder. So it's really working. Well, you heard about fish oil and all these things, and omega acids are really present in the milk. So it's good for the milk also.
I'm Michael Bloom, the director of the United States for Beemster. We started very small, so we now have 3 other employees, but travel around, sales, brand management, building Beemster throughout the stores in the United States.
So, why are we here today?
Today is the day that the cows come out of the barn from the winter months. The cows are naturally better in the pasture. The milk is richer, creamier. So it's always a celebration when the cows come out of the barn.
We were talking about the Caring Dairy program earlier. There's a special partnership between Ben & Jerry's and Beemster cheese. Could you explain how those two came together?
Well, Ben & Jerry's has been in the United States for many years. A very well-known company, famous for their sustainability and how well that the farmers are all treated, the ingredients are all natural. And Beemster is very similar. Beemster comes from canal-lined pastures of a UNESCO World Heritage Site and has been the same for generations, even though the farmers keep changing throughout the generations. And it's a perfect combination. Ben & Jerry's asked Beemster for their milk, and we've graciously decided to work together on the 11-step sustainability program. In 1999, Beemster was inducted by UNESCO World Heritage Foundation, which is part of the UN, and it is a way to signify that the area has been preserved, but is also very important to the world. Beemster was laid out on a grid. It was one of the first areas to be urban planned, and it's still preserved that way today. All the windmills are you can be seen around, and the farmers have pledged to continue to preserve it.
So the brand name it's named after the area?
Beemster is a brand, a type of cheese, and is the area, the 13 by 15 mile area that we're standing in, where the 550 farmers live that give the milk to the dairy. The co-op owns the dairy that the farmers all give their milk to, and they all live 20 feet below sea level in the Beemster polder.
I heard you talk before about there's cheese and there's cheese, but now let's talk about Beemster cheese. What is so special about Beemster cheese?
What is so special? When I compare it with our competitors, they make cheese on a very fast way, and that's in the whole food industry. It's all fast, low cost, and we make our cheese on a little bit artisanal way. Slow, and that's good. With on a traditional way with artisanal elements.
Is, well, that's the basis of the Caring Dairy program, and we have 11 indicators for sustainability, and together with about 450 farmers we work on these 11 sustainability indicators.
Could you say what are who benefits from this program?
Well, different parties benefit from the program. The farmers benefit from the program because we help them to sustain their business. The cows benefit from the program because we work together with the farmers on animal health and animal welfare. And of course the consumers benefit on the program because we give them insight in the whole production of cheese and milk and work on the sustaining of that process.
So how important is that for the consumer to be informed in that way?
Consumers more and more want to know how their feed is produced and where it comes from. And that is exactly what we do in Caring Dairy. We show to our consumers how it is produced and what investment farmers do to sustain their business and to improve animal welfare, to reduce energy use and so on.
Yeah. So how does Ben & Jerry's suddenly fit into this, into the Beemster cheese and the Kono milk? You know, how did they come along?
Well, Ben & Jerry's started Caring Dairy about 4 or 5 years ago with 11 dairy farmers, and they were looking for a new partner in their project to supply them from milk in Overijssel in the east of the Netherlands. And Beemster already started with paying a premium for grazing in 2002 or 2001, was looking for a new step in sustaining the business. And then there was a perfect match because Beemster, the corporation Kono, which is the producer of Beemster, also has about 80 dairy farmers in Overijssel, in the east of the dairy farms. So now we have 2 local production chains of milk that supply, on the one hand Beemster and on the other hand Ben & Jerry's.
Okay.
Happy day, happy cows, happy farmers, and happy heirs. That's the Caring Dairy program in a small sentence.